wanted Teamor Otters to come back because I think it's such a cool combo deck that felt like Jeskai Ascendancy and Amulet Titan, but at the standard level. Hey guys, welcome back to the Rebel Tea House. Now, we got some things right and we got some things wrong. I think Hermes beat me on this one, though.
Yeah, I got one more right. I'll take that.
Right. Let's jump into the tea.
Honestly, first things first, gotta hand it to our boy Max.
Yes.
You know, Rebel Cast and Say the Meta, amazing creator, streamer. Mm-hmm. Honestly, hilarious take of like somehow Sheoldred lived through all ban windows. She was legal and standard.
And so many people wanted her banned too. We gotta give it up for our queen.
Yep. Queen made it through. We love to see it. Honestly, she was kind of needed. She was one of the best cards against mono red for so long.
For sure. She was the one keeping all of these guys in checks. And also, shout out to Jennifer Rose. I don't know what tea you have on Wizards of the Coast where they let you write this B&R. Because Dimir, I feel like, is going to be the deck. But we'll let the Rebel Cast cover those topics, which, by the way, go check them out. They're going to be covering any meta changes, meta calls, cards that they feel like you should pick up for this upcoming standard season. Go check them out. Let's get right into the bans. Hervey's.
All right, I'm going to rapid fire all 7. So we have Quarry Steel Cutter. We knew about it. Abuela's Awakening. Not the side of the combo, but, you know, pretty solid.
I'm very sad.
Monstrous Rage. Definitely knew we needed to get this banned. Heartfire Hero. The 1-mana creature. That was a surprise.
Yes.
But they do go in and talk about 1-mana spells in the article. Definitely check out the Rebel Cast. I'm sure they're going to talk a little more about that with design philosophy going forward. Up the Beanstalk. Not my baby.
I know. It was bound to happen.
It was bound to happen, especially given that the next 2 are Hopeless Nightmare and This Town Ain't Big Enough. I can honestly lose my Up the Beanstalk if we are losing the most toxic and annoying play pattern to play against.
Yes.
Great deck, don't get me wrong, but like, good lord, that was miserable suffering through those loops.
So let's get
any initial responses, reactions on your end, B, or do we want to see if the community's got?
I really definitely am very sad that Abuela's Awakening got banned, but I kind of knew that going into this Omniscience was going to need to get cut. It was too efficient. It was a deck that was inevitable, and if they were going to ban a card from mono red, they had to have banned something from Omni. And honestly, I think going across the board, we have no idea what's coming up in Edge of Eternities. And they talked about how a lot of these cards were just way too efficient and way too pushed. And with Edge of Eternities already been designed and printed, I'm sure we're going to be seeing some spice coming out, which look forward to that Rebel Tea House episode where we're going to be talking about some spoilers that came out way too soon.
Yes.
But let's get into some community reactions that we wanted to highlight.
Yeah, I want to start here with Mason Clark, commentator, coach, all that fun stuff. He's been doing a lot of stuff in competitive Magic. You know, talking about a really good B&R here, commitment to, you know, something like Nightmare getting taken out and particularly making sure that we are keeping the fun in standard.
Yes.
You know, as I mentioned, not the best and most enjoyable play patterns with Nightmare being played over and over again. It's really good to see that they are focusing on the fun aspect as well, because end of the day, this is the entry level for a lot of folks who are coming from a more casual space. So making sure that they're at least enjoying it is a good thing.
Yeah, I definitely think I really liked his take and how he talked about, like, we had a lot of 1-mana push spells and a lot of 1-mana push spells got banned deservingly.
What, like half of the ban list was 1 mana?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That was 3 out of 7. That's crazy.
Yeah. All very fast spells that come out on turn 1 or 2.
Yeah, basically every spell except for Abuela's Awakening was a 1 or 2 mana spell effectively. Like, Town was rarely cast for 5.
Exactly. If you're casting Town for 5, there's a problem.
Next, PVDDR, Paulo Vitor Domitoroso, world champ from 2020, right before the world shut down.
Yeah.
And one of the main things he's really talking about in particular is some of the strays that get hit. In particular, RIP Simic Terror.
Yeah.
You lost 2 of your best cards.
Yep.
Definitely a really cool and frankly budget deck that was like $60 and could win RCQs. So it was unfortunate to see that go. But end of the day, we do kind of need to keep the larger decks, and some decks are going to hit strays here and there.
Yeah, RIP Teamor Otters. I really, really wanted this town and big enough to stay. I wanted Teamor Otters to come back because I think it's such a cool combo deck that felt like Jeskai Ascendancy and Amulet Titan, but at the standard level. But like you just said, we can't win them all. And I don't know, maybe something comes up, gets reprinted, where Teamor Otters could be a viable deck again.
Lastly, in terms of the more grindy players, I have this one from MTGO Extraordinaire Yeoman 5. Specifically calling back that we should probably go back to a shorter rotation, i.e. either smaller card pool or maybe rotate more frequently, because I think they did twice a year before in Standard. So if every time we go through this 3-year standard ban window, we have to ban 7 cards, that could be a sign that we need to change the ban philosophy. So that way we are actually, keeping more in touch with the format and curating it a bit better and not waiting to just hack and slash right before a rotation and just make something completely new.
Or maybe we're not putting out so many sets a year, because we still have 3 more standard sets that are coming out this year. And we're in the middle of the year pretty much. We're in July. Or we're about to be in July. Who knows when this video gets posted? But regardless, it's too many sets that are coming out. We still have Edge of Eternity, Spider-Man, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is a ginormous card pool for Standard.
And don't forget, we're getting Lorwyn right at the end of January, I think. January 20th. I forget exact date, but I think it was January 28th or something like that.
It's just too much. It's too much.
Exactly. And this one from Joel R. Magic, if you don't know, he's mostly a MTG finance and commander guy, but calling out the sleeper uncommon from way back in the day with Monstrous Rage, I think it kind of goes to show that even folks who aren't super in tune with standard and typical constructed can see when absurdly pushed cards are getting printed and where problems might arise.
Now let's jump into my favorite part.
we got a few fun memes here.
Yes.
Age was a really good one.
The age of the mouse is over. The time of the lizard has come. Release the lizards. Landfall text. Be ready. My goodness. I am not excited to play against this deck with Fabled Passage and Lumra and the analyst and
in terms of the analyst combo, I think she's more actually referencing just Lizard's aggro.
Iridescent
1, 2, 3.
Yep. And Silver Sword also.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah. With the landfall. Yeah.
Could be a thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I ran into a souped up Boros Mice deck. Interestingly enough, Boros is going to have good mana, and their pathway starts on white. So now you have Cheeky, House Mouse, and the uncommon 1 mana one with Offspring.
Yes.
That pumps up your mice. Honestly, you already have perfectly good 1-drops there, and
might be time to bring out the Mables.
Mabel's house in that deck too. Now, Matt Sperling, one of the best constructed players, the only constructed player to go 10-0 at Pro Tour Nadu, and wasn't even playing Nadu.
I know, impressive.
Absolutely wild. That's personally, I wish we saw more on coverage on that one, but that's a side note. He's talking about Stock Up Constructed, because we all know Stock Up is now one of probably the 3 or 4 best value engines that exist
for sure.
At the moment.
If you're playing blue, you're playing a playset of this card.
Or Enduring Curiosity. Those are the two. You need to be either a creature-based strategy with Curiosity or a non-creature-based strategy with Stock Up. You're doing something.
Speaking of Curiosity, I'm surprised they didn't ban it.
Dimir stocks went up super high. I'm already grudgingly sleeving up my Kaidos and Curiosities again.
Oh, man.
That deck is going to be so absurdly powerful.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you want to read this tongue twister? Because
Oh my goodness.
this is very fun.
Okay, just woke up in a monstrous rage from a hopeless nightmare thinking about the standard bans tomorrow. I know this town ain't big enough for a girl to go up the Beanstalk and dream, but we'll see what happens. Corey still got I don't know how to I have no words.
You have to remember, it was Abuela who said this, so he was waking up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was like, wait, I think we're missing one.
Very, very funny. Good call out. Very fun play on words. Ethely, thank you for your amazing content.
Thank you for your service. Oh yeah, this was my favorite one.
Yes, good old Mason Clark with the mix of good constructive Magic conversation and timely shit posting.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, we all know that Monster Dread Knight is like that one hookup or that one ex that you just keep going back to. But we all know Golgaris. If you're playing Golgari, like, come on, what are you doing? Have more self-respect. Oh, we're gonna get a lot of hate comments for that team.
I mean, right now Golgari always had trouble with Dimir for the most part, just because Dimir could play more at instant speed.
Oh, for sure.
With them losing probably their best answer for control decks in Liliana of the Veil post rotation.
Yep.
You know, I don't know how Golgari is going to be doing, and they just play too many creatures, frankly,
really do.
Are very susceptible. And again, we're gonna keep hitting Golgari. At least you didn't get a card banned.
You're right. Remember, kids, if you play Golgari garbage in standard, your deck will never get banned.
Yes. Always play the 48% deck and you'll always be perfectly fine.
Absolutely. Well, guys, that's all we have for you here. Let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about next. Go check out the Rebelcast and their ban update video and all their takes on what are the cards to play and what are the cards to look out for. And stay tuned for the Edge of Eternities spoiler video where we're going to be talking about how maybe the Pinkertons are going to get called again. Potentially, but like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll see y'all on the next time. Cheers.
Cheers.